Hello you sexy mofos and welcome to the Halo Foundry. Today, Unky Halo Foundry person has got a very exciting list for all of you. In preparation for Wave 3 of the World of Halo line, let's take a little look back at all figures released so far within Waves 1 and 2. And you know what, I'm going to do you an absolute solid and let you know my favourites. Because apparently, I think that's a really important thing for you all to know, even though no one cares. But if you don't agree with this list and even hate it to your very core, at least I did you an absolute solid and got you away from your family and other life's problems for about 10 minutes, so you're welcome there. Give me a thumbs up, bro. Anyway, all of these figures are pretty damn good, so being at the bottom still means that you're a good figure. It just means that I'm more likely to leave you behind in a fire to the number 1 spot. Actually, no, I'll take that back. We all know if there's a fire in my house, I'm going to save everything Halo related before I even consider a human life. But with that said, let's get on with the list, people. You're talking too much. At the loser number 15 spot, we've got the Sentinel figure. Now, this is my least favourite figure, but it is also the most unique. Paradox for you right there, as this is the only figure that is not based on anything living. It's got some really good articulation and those sort of arm mandible things at the front, and it also comes with a very nice transparent stand that pivots back and forth. But apart from that, it doesn't have a single other moving part, which sucks ass. It's really cool that the Sentinel beam is detachable, so you can have your other figures hold it, but I think Jazwares did a great job here with what they had. Also, I can't stop looking at those 2 lights on the front, thinking that it's a mouth at the bottom. It's really off-putting. At number 14, we have Jimmy the Pilot, which Jimmy isn't his real name, but let's just go with it. For such a small figure, I think the face on this dude is pretty sexy. Unlike most other 4-inch figures out there, the faces can be really creepy, but here it looks pretty mwah. Honestly, I can't really say anything bad about this figure at all, as I think it perfectly does the job it was aiming for. But as it is just a human, it misses out on all the creative designs for the Covenant and the Spartans. So sadly, I've got to rank it at number 14. He does come with a bulldog, which is really cool, but I think one thing they could have done to make it rank even higher for me is given the pilot a pilot's helmet. Come on, cement the idea that this guy is the pilot. That would have been fantastic, but they didn't give him one, which is really sad. Anyway, at number 13, we've got the UNSC Marine with the long-ass sniper rifle, which will likely come bent in the packaging like most other weapons do. Out from all the figures, this is the only one that I don't actually own. Currently, I am planning to get it very soon, but this is the only figure. Also comes with a sniper rifle, which gives it some cool points for me, but sadly it falls victim to just being another human figure just like the pilot, so by default it makes it a little boring. As he isn't a named character, I think I would have preferred him to have a mask go through his face just to make army building this guy better, as soon as you buy more than one of this figure it is instantly repetitive, so that's a little sad right there. Also, he is so darn hard to find. Like, are people buying them all up, or did Jazwares just not make enough? I've got no idea. At number 12, we have the UNSC Marine. Fun fact, there are 2 different variations of this Marine. Looking at them side by side in this deep analysis, you can see that the one on the left has more armour on his arms and legs, as well as pockets on his chest and a bag on his left leg, whilst the other Marine has a knife on his chest. Having the 2 designs here makes it perfect for army building, as it adds a little variety to your UNSC army. And the overall design of these Infinite Marines is erotic, and this is one of the few figures that I'm okay with having duplicates of. At number 11, we have the Spartan Air Assault. This guy comes with a needler and is rocking that sexy ass Scorpion Punch armor coating. Now, I do love the look of this guy, and his armor is absolutely beautiful and the Scorpion Punch coating lovely. But apart from that, I just can't get too excited about him compared to some of the other entries later on this list. I don't really have anything bad to say about it, but I don't have anything outstanding either. It is just a well done figure in my eyes and nothing more. At number 10, we have the orange Grunt Conscript. This guy is bloody awesome. I love the colour, I love the sculpt, and I love everything. I love everything about him. I love it. It's great seeing that the classic design of the Grunts is back, baby. And Jazwares definitely gave us a absolutely great figure with this one. Absolutely bad boy. And at number 9, I am putting that blue Grunt Conscript. Now, I know earlier I combined both of the Marines together into one number, but this is my list and I am bloody god here, okay? I'm really loving the blue on this guy, which bumps it up an extra place to the orange one before this. He also comes with a mangler, which the mangler is a little bit disappointing as it's a single moulded blade rather than 2, but he also comes with the first World of Halo disruptor. This is also the first figure that comes with 2 weapons in a single pack, which I love. So please Jazwares, I want to see more of that. Give daddy what he wants, okay baby? At number 8 we've got the Spartan Mark VII in white. And I am a huge fan of clean looking figures, and Jazwares somehow managed to hold back on ruining this guy with dirty washes and black coats, which really keeps this thing looking bright and delicious. The Mark VII armour already looks like it's going to be a fan favourite, and Jazwares did some good old justice here, making this thing look beautiful. He also comes with a pulse rifle which looks absolutely toasty. At number 7 we've got the Spartan Mark V-08 with shock rifle. I love the armour and the colour choices that they went with here. Originally I had this figure all the way back at number 11 on this list, can you believe it? But the more that I looked at it, the more I flipping loved it. I think paint job wise it's the most detailed Spartan out of all of them, and of course it is giving me those good old Reach vibes. I think it's great that we've got 3 multiplayer Spartans already and all of them look drastically different to the other. Though this one and the Spartan Air Assault do share the same leg and torso armour, but the rest of them is completely different, which is nice. At number 6 we've got the Jackal Sniper, coming with the Stalker Rifle, finally a weapon named after me. Watch yourselves at night people. The Jackal's armour is out bloody standing, and all the filthy little details with those red hairs look great. 343 need a bloody pat on the back, the detail on this thing is so clean. Out of all the figures I really love the articulation on this one the most. His long thin limbs really benefit the most out of the simple ball joints that they have. He also has a hinged mouth which opens up to reveal a little moulded tongue, which is a really nice little touch that I want to put my dick in. Don't hate. At number 5 we've got the Elite Warlord. First of all, I think that is a shame that every single set that has this elite has an energy sword, as the World of Halo energy sword sucks in my opinion. But other than that, this figure is really well done. Sometimes you forget just how bloody tall the Covenant are, and with the World of Halo line aiming for in-game scale, you can really just see how big the elites are next to the Spartans, and that makes this figure really stand out from the rest of them. And just like a lot of other entries in this list, it is so great seeing some classic elite designs back in the mix. At number 4 we've got Jackal, whatever the name is. This figure is everything that I loved about the Elite Warlord, but 5 times better. The energy sword still sucks dick though, but the amount of detail is top notch. Everywhere you look on this tiny little figure, he's got stuff going on, and which tells the story of all the devastating battles that this guy has been through. His metal arm, his metal mouth dicks, his toe armour, it's all sick. Jazwares really carried this character over from Infinite in astonishing detail, and I just love it. At number 3 we have Master Chief himself. I think Jazwares wanted to put some extra care into making sure the detail in this guy was spanking, and believe me, they didn't miss out a single line in his armour. As Chief is currently in the most sets, so you can really win or lose on the paint job depending on which one you have. But having him all sets also means that you can get the best one for your needs. Whatever weapon you want, out of like 5 you can go for it. It is also great that they made him taller than all the other Spartans out there. You see, Jazwares are really showing good attention to detail with this line. And at number 2 we've got the Brute Chieftain. Being the tallest figure out of all figures in this line, you can tell that a lot of attention to detail went into making this thing look good. Wielding a gravity hammer, this guy looks badass. He also has a removable helmet to show that beautiful chimp face underneath. Well, to be honest, I think the brute faces on these figures kinda suck, but it's still good to see that it's there. The helmet is a little fiddly though, as it doesn't have a peg to attach it, so it sort of rolls around his big bald head at the top, but like I said, making it removable was really appreciated. Originally I wasn't going to have this thing at number 2 on this list, but the more that I perved over it, the more that I loved it. And at number 1 we've got the Brute Captain, coming with the Mangler, and it also has a removable helmet to show off his cheeky little monkey face. This figure is so thick and beautiful, I just absolutely love it. It is packed to the brim with detail. You know when things look really good that you want to bite into them, just like coloured soap or laundry pods. Well, this guy looks so beautiful and the red is so piercing that I want to eat it. I know that sounds really weird and I'm not even joking here. It looks so darn tasty that I honestly think I could eat it. No jokes. And there's one more thing that I really love here, and that is all the single packed characters cost £10 no matter which one you get. So when you compare the Marine to this Brute, you're at least getting 5 times the amount of plastic with this Brute right here. I don't think that we are overcharged for the Marine at all, because I think that guy is absolutely stunning. I think we're being undercharged for the Brute. To me, this figure is worth so much more than £10. Maybe 11. But there you go, this is my super awesome list, and thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. It was really tough to rank all of these though. The Brute Captain was always going to be at my number 1 spot from the very start, but with all the others it is so hard judging them, as Jazwares did a fantastic job of each and every one of them. It was so tough deciding, in fact, that by the time that I upload this video my favourite might have even changed. So yeah, you just wasted your time watching this video then. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what your favourite figure is and which one you'd like to eat. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more weekly Halo gear videos. See you next time, you hunky beasts.